I don't know what your phone was saying. Hello.
Happy Monday.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. I feel like I'm close.
Saturday night.
There's Natalie. Hey, Natalie. How are you?
She didn't wave.
I know, but she
didn't say
on.
hi.
She was the first one on.
She was the first one on. She wins a prize.
Yes. Hey, love to thrift and flip. Hey, the Bohemian Sprout.
The Bohemian Sprout.
The Bohemian Sprout. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Life resale. How's everybody doing? It's Saturday night. No alcohol tonight.
Maybe.
No. How's everybody doing? Did you have a good day?
I had a great day.
First live in a week. Yay.
Yay.
Hi. Good evening, Tamra Lou.
She didn't wave.
Hi, the nifty kind of life. That's me, Leslie. Leslie. The thrifty nickel. Did you have a good day?
I already answered that
I
question
know.
before you asked it.
Well, answer it again.
I had a great day.
Did you?
Did you have a good day?
I did have a good day.
Did you?
I did.
Really?
I did.
Listing those jeans?
Well, I got through them, and that's fantastic. Oh, Natalie's singing good morning. Sales were good today. Yay! Exhausted, went sourcing all day. Yay. Slap happy Saturday. You slap happy?
Well, when am I not slap happy?
Well, that's true. That's true.
I was singing today.
You were singing today all day long. The same song.
Mm-hmm.
All day long. It was awesome.
I was being sweet to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My friend is feeling pity on me and lending me his lighting softbox. Oh, that's awesome! Matt and Cindy before bed, who need Saturday Night Live.
Right.
I felt demotivated, so I slept in all week. Yesterday I went sourcing, and today I took
Thunder.
this. Yay!
No, it was not Thunder.
Thunderman.
That stupid song.
I love that song. January sent it to me, and she was lip syncing it, but I couldn't replay it for you. I was so bummed.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I love that song. It's my favorite.
I know it is.
I like to sing it.
It's not my favorite.
I know that's because I like to sing it.
Because I've heard it a million times.
It's great.
Every time we turn on the radio, it's on.
That's right. It's fabulous.
It's on.
All the time.
Thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder.
Oh, this show has gone well already.
Right? And it's going to be on YouTube.
Woo!
Maybe.
Yeah, we are going to try and save this and then upload it to YouTube. Everybody cross their fingers because we were going to test it and then we just decided to roll the dice. So, we'll see. Hey, Tack and Bash. But tonight we are going to talk about efficiency. Efficiency. Isn't there lightning and the thunder? Awesome. Such a good song.
I'm the lightning, and you're the thunder.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. So we will attempt to upload to YouTube, but no promises.
Mm-mm.
Only the people that are hanging out with us tonight may be the only ones that see this.
Maybe good reason.
Maybe. So we're going to talk efficiency. Because the one thing that you can't get more of is time.
Nope.
You only have so much time, and the more efficient you are in your business, then the more money you make.
Part of it.
Only part? What part not?
Well, you could be selling junk.
Oh.
And
Well,
that would affect the bottom line.
That's true. Just got a cha-ching. Yay! Jazz Productions.
See, we're good luck.
We're good luck. That's right. Keep hanging out because we're good luck evidently. You can only list however many you can list in a day.
I could list more.
If you were more efficient. See how I brought that around?
Bring it around town.
That's right.
Bring it around town.
It would be efficient if it didn't take me 20 minutes on one shirt because the color doesn't come out right. I can't wait to fix that. Yes, good lighting is so
And that was
important.
all in on the daylight bulbs.
Yes, you are, yes. I need more of me. I love that sound. It's an addiction, right? That cha-ching sound. It's what keeps us all going.
Mm-hmm. And efficiency keeps us going.
Efficiency. So if you are setting goals, though, and you have a certain amount you want to list or a certain amount you want to make, becoming more efficient then allows you to have more time to do things like annoy your spouse by singing thunder.
Mhm.
It's a good goal to have.
It is a good goal to have.
Just looked up how to make my own light box. Yes, there are great YouTube videos, online tutorials on how to make your own light box.
Daylight bulbs.
Daylight
There's
bulbs,
Nellie right
yes.
there.
Yes, it'd be great to have like 3 of me. Yeah, the daylight bulb worked on blue and red, but not on chartreuse, apparently.
Yeah, and
Colors
part
are
of that's going to
tough.
be, well, and part of that's going to be the camera.
Hey, Scarlett. Yes,
Did we just whisper, hey, Scarlett?
I did. Hey, Scarlett. Because you were talking, I didn't want to interrupt. Part
So-
of that's going to be the camera.
The camera is going to be,
Yes,
because we've had several different cameras, and different cameras have problems with different
colors.
Reds are always an issue.
Yeah, and so part of being efficient is understanding your camera and your light setup. So understanding that your lights may need to be a different distance away from the item for different colors, whatever. And so whenever you're going to photograph, if you would put those items together, just like you have a different light setup for dresses than you do for shirts.
That's part of my efficiency tip.
Did I just steal it?
All right, I'm out.
Score! Yes, but we're going to do them in order
Why we want to do them in order?
because I stole yours. So let's start efficiency and sourcing because you got to get the stuff first.
Okay, let's go get the stuff.
So let's do it in order.
So we're going to drive the car.
Yes. Try taking photos in a cold winter conditioned Scotland. Oh, I'll go buy a full light kit. No idea where it's going to fit, but I'll make room. Yeah, just to have those kids just stand there and hold them for you. So efficiency and sorting.
Mm-hmm.
Sourcing.
Sourcing.
It's
Mhm.
late. How can you be more efficient in sourcing?
How can I be more efficient in sourcing?
Yeah, you.
I go to the new Rex first.
Is that your efficiency tip?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I actually made notes.
I know you did. I watch TV.
You did, and I made notes. So before you leave to go sourcing,
Mm-hmm.
go through your sold items so that you know what's selling, what's bringing you the best ROI right now, so that when you walk into the store, that's where your focus is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So because you only have so much time.
Mhm.
So make the most out of it. Know what you're looking for before you ever walk into the store.
Well, and if you only have a certain amount of time,
Mhm.
and it's summer out, I'm not going through the sweaters,
Nope.
and I'm not going through the coats.
Nope.
I'm going right for the short sleeve shirts and the shorts.
Yep. Random question, how many measurements did you do on all those jeans? I take the actual waist, the actual hip, the rise, and the inseam. So 4. Love you guys are totally opposite of Steve and I. So, yes, when we go in,
Mm-hmm.
we've got a plan on how we're going to work that store.
Mhm.
We know what stores are better for what items. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to, like you go in and this store always has great whatever. Pay attention to that so that then the next time you're going to go straight back to that rack.
That rack or that store?
No, like you're
That
paying
rack in the store.
that rack in the store. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
People are bored right now.
No. Sad face.
All right, so go on. Continue
Okay.
with
Thank-
your efficiency tips.
Thank you. I was being very efficient and taking my notes and having it all laid out.
Because I have very little to offer here.
It's okay. It's okay. We still like you. My next efficiency tip when you're out sourcing
Mm-hmm.
is if you come across an item.
Across.
Yes, there's a T and a cross.
Across.
Sorry.
Okay, if you come across with a T with an item, what happens?
And you look it up.
Yep.
So for whatever reason, you look it up on your phone
Mm-hmm.
and you decide you're going to buy that item based off of what you're seeing on your phone. Take a screenshot of what you've seen.
That's a good tip.
Because you've already then done your research on that item. You know exactly why you're buying it. You're looking at the title for it. you're looking at the sold prices for it, so you've got your pricing. Now when you get home and you go to list that item, you just scroll through your screenshots, you've got all your information already there.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
Anytime you're doing something twice, you're losing time. So if you can save yourself researching it again when you get home, you'll save time. So you don't shop off season, because I would have thought summer would. We do shop off season.
We do.
But the point was, if you are in a store and you only have an hour,
If
or
you have
you
a
only
limited
have
amount of
30
time.
minutes, or you're there on a sale day
Oh.
and it's a madhouse, then you want to optimize.
Yeah. If you go there on a sale day and it's packed, go to where you're going to get the best ROI.
Yeah.
And that's going to be in-season clothing.
Yes. So start there, and then as we have time, as we have availability, we'll shop off.
Yeah,
season
and we've
for
had
sure.
times where we drop the kids off somewhere, and we only have a certain amount of time, and we'll source like while we're waiting for them.
Yeah.
We'll hit whatever is selling. But
Yeah.
generally, when we go to the thrift stores, we hit everything. Yes. We look at everything.
Yes. We're pretty thorough.
Yep.
My stores are yucky. Aw. Do you go at store opening, or do you find it does not make a difference?
We used to go at store opening.
Only because that worked with our life schedule better.
Yeah. We used to, and I would get really like antsy if we didn't make it at the store opening. And now we're doing the lives in the mornings, so we're missing the store openings, and we're finding great stuff.
Yeah.
And we've gone on sale days and gone like 1 in the afternoon
And found amazing
and found great stuff. So
I don't think it much matters.
yeah,
Matt's a little bit sassy tonight.
I'm sassy all the time.
All the
so
time. She does calculus.
Thank you for noticing.
She does calculus. Who cares? That's right. I love calculus. Off season depends on the item for me. Yeah, if you're gonna shoot, if you're going to source off season, then you want to make sure that item is worth saving for several months. I have to start putting this live show on my calendar. Yes. I have been going to the Goodwill first thing in the morning on the weekends, and it has been good. Yeah, so just depends. I think it depends on the store. I think a lot of times you can kind of figure out when a store brings out new merchandise. And so a lot of our stores seem to be bringing out new merchandise between, those kind of late morning hours. So, if you can hit the new racks, then those are generally the best. But it's just life. And sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, Hello, Taste Family. Because we have kids and they get to come first. And so if they've got something going on, then we're just late. Join late. But how do you find out when sale days are? Just ask someone there. So ask for sure. Mm-hmm. Join or follow the
local thrift stores that are in your area.
Yeah. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them here on Instagram. A lot of stores have Instagram accounts. They're going to put up notifications. They want you there on sale day.
Yeah, Goodwills have a sale throughout the week now.
Here.
It's only in our local.
All Goodwills are different.
Oh, sorry. Do not listen to what I just said.
So find out from yours. Mm-hmm. But yeah, then follow them on social media. Pay attention to what the workers are saying and just ask. I took your advice on finding an amazing item and keeping an eye out for items in the same color tag, and it's been a game changer for me. All right, so this is my big sourcing efficiency tip. When you're at the store and you go to those high, you're focused, you know what you're looking for, and like right now I'm really focused on dresses. It's dress season, dresses are getting me the best ROI. So I go to the dresses. If I find a beautiful Prada dress, Louis Vuitton, whatever, I'm going to pay attention to the color of the tag and the size of the item. Because I know that the woman who donated that didn't just drive to the Goodwill and drop off one item.
Yeah. She
dropped off a whole bag of items. And I probably want every single item she dropped off.
Yeah, she donated a Prada dress.
I probably want them all.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to pay extra attention
to that specific size in the rack, and then you're going to look for that color tag because the outlet stores or the resale stores use colored tags to determine how old the item is.
Yes, so like 1 week will be pink or 1 week will be
Mhm.
yellow or whatever. So yeah, so I'm going to pay attention to all of those. And then if there's something on the rack that is that size and that color tag and it looks really nice, but it's not a brand I know, I'm for sure looking it up because it's probably from her and it's probably worth money.
It's probably expensive. Yep.
So yeah, so definitely pay attention to what, even if it's, you know, so I see that Prada dress and they want $100 for it. I'm not paying $100 for anything.
Yeah, you may pass on the dress, but you're going to know to look in the rest of that size
Yeah,
and look for those color tags that they're using.
yeah. We only have Monday 25% off at Goodwill, yeah. I found out we have a vintage Vogue and didn't know it's Goodwill Plus. It was half off today. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, I love this live video. See, she's not bored. She loves it. How do you start a boutique? I never understood how that works. I think you're meaning on Poshmark when it's a boutique item. So it says new with tags and then it says boutique. That would be like a private label item. That would be like you brought stuff in wholesale, that sort of thing. So yeah, so you've been to the thrift store.
Mhm.
And you've paid attention to your tags, and you've got great stuff,
Hopefully.
and yes, and you're super duper excited, and you get home.
Mhm.
Now you got to process all that stuff.
No, you take a nap. You take a nap. Literally take a nap after we get home.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
And then we process that.
And then we process.
Okay.
Yes, I generally do need a
30-minute nap.
30-minute nap, just a little power nap.
Right.
All right, so what's your tip for pulling staples? I don't know about you guys, but our stores, they have like anger issues with the staples. Like,
Salvation Army.
oh my gosh, like what is with like 16 gazillion staples?
We have Salvation Armies and they staple the stuff to the tags. They don't use the little barbs, which are easy. They staple them.
They staple.
So, go
Still
to
on
the
my
store,
Friday. Buy yourself a staple remover.
buy a staple remover,
Mm-hmm.
and
Saves your
then
fingernails.
get a magnet and put it on the other end. So when all those little staples are flying around,
Now you're not
This-
searching for staples on your
Yep.
floor.
yep, and then if you clip it and a staple falls on the item, you just whisk the magnet right over it. It picks it right up. It's really easy. It
Done
makes
and
it
done
fast.
and done. Yes. See all these other people. Thrifting is exhausting. I nap too. See, other people are taking naps too. Who was the person that decided that so many tags fall off when they staple?
Mhm.
Well, here they use like a
Oh, God.
gazillion staples.
They use like 5. It's like,
Honestly, yeah. So, staple remover. Go to the
Yeah.
other side, pull it,
put a magnet on it,
put a magnet on it, and
and that helps.
yes, and then you don't step on the staples. Been there, done that one.
And if they're using just the plastic barbs, get yourself a good pair of surgical scissors
Yes,
because those things work great.
and they
for
have
a
a
lot.
shorter. What is this called? Blade.
Blade.
Shorter blade. So your chances of then accidentally cutting the item
Mhm.
when you're cutting that barb are less.
Yeah.
Because we've been there, done that one
Yeah,
too.
and the surgical scissors are super duper sharp. So if you have any loose threads, they're great for cleaning it up. If there's just loose threads right on the surface, you could just come across and you could just trim them off. They're
Yeah.
great. Surgical scissors.
What about marker price on the garment tag? Well, then you roll your eyes and you go, seriously? So I've heard people use, yes, thread snips would work also. I've heard people use alcohol. I've heard of people using like stain remover on them. Sometimes you just can't get it out. And that's the bottom line. They've taken black permanent marker and they put it on there. So then I try to scratch it out, make a box out of it, fill it in, and then just disclose it. You know, show that picture
Yeah, thank God ours don't do that.
in your listing because sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll find, I know in the men's items they do it a lot, that they'll write the name of the person. I don't know if they're donated from like a nursing home or something.
No,
use
they
it
do
for
that
laundry,
at the dry cleaners
or
too.
the dry cleaners. We don't do anything with that.
Yeah.
We sell them with like on there, and we've never had a problem.
Yeah. Cola or tonic wine takes marker off. You have peroxide and down soap. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can try, but here's our thing on that. Back to efficiency.
Oh, if it
If-
takes you 20 minutes to try and get that out and the item's worth $10, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Take a magic marker,
Mm-hmm.
cross it out, and move on.
Draw a heart on it.
Not a heart. I use it all the time with an old toothbrush. Yeah, if you can get peroxide and Dawn soap and do it quickly,
Yeah.
you know, it's all about being efficient. And so if you're going to use the peroxide and Dawn soap, know where it is. Have it, you know, shout in the corner of a credit card.
Mm.
You know, a credit card also works for scraping the ice off of your windows. In a pinch. Just saying. Been there, done that one too. Or your driver's license.
But again, if the item's only worth $10, don't waste your time. It's not worth the time investment on it. Really, it's about being efficient. If it's worth $100,
Then yes.
then yes. It's just like a lot of people I see ironing all their clothes.
Yeah, buy a
If it-
steamer.
It you know, and I'm not trying to dog on you if you're doing it, but if it's only worth $10, it's not worth all the extra time you're putting into it.
Yeah.
Save it for when it's a high dollar item. We've ironed stuff with Tom Ford shirts, and what do we have? That one Etro shirt that sold for over $100, and we took our time and ironed it. But 90% of the stuff we don't iron. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the amount of time we put into
No.
it.
And you can get a commercial steamer
Mhm.
that's on a stand, and then that's pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, and we've
You
got
know,
one
and
actually.
we've got a steamer that you can just whoosh whoosh. That's pretty easy.
But if it's not
If it's not,
pay
gonna sell
attention
to
for
your
a lot,
time.
yeah.
Pay attention to your time for sure. I have a steamer, but still iron all clothing for picks and shipping. Wow.
Yeah, and you know what?
Maybe they're really fast at it. Maybe we just suck at ironing.
But you used to iron everything, and then one time you sent something to somebody, and they complained because it was wrinkled.
Because it had gotten folded, and the folds were, so.
And they're like, well, it's not flat like it was in the picture.
Yeah.
Well, you dork,
Yeah.
it was shipped in a padded envelope.
We have the plastic hang thingies, and they sometimes stick it through any part of the garment at the seams, throwing out so many clothes with holes. So here's the tip on that. Wash them, dry them on like a high heat, and a lot of times, or just
It'll
get out
close that up.
your steamer
Yeah.
and steam over that hole, and a lot of times your fabric then will come back together.
Yeah.
So you don't iron it and leave it wrinkled, or just don't buy. So when we process our stuff after they come out of the dryer or whatever, we lay them all flat, one on top of the other, making sure that like they're really flat. And generally then the weight of them, the weight of the other clothes, help press out.
It flat. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
so they're not
like it's iron, but they're not totally wrinkled.
Yeah, so it's not like we're putting up stuff that looks like it's been wadded in a ball.
Right.
Because you don't want to do that. And we do have, like if I forget to take things out of the dryer, we do have a steamer. Not
Yeah.
that ever happens.
And putting on a mannequin also helps because you can kind of pull the
Pull it
item
down.
around a little bit and tighten it and get some of those wrinkles out.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you, if you don't have mannequins, if you're doing flat lays or if
Yeah,
you're hanging it on a hanger, you might have to iron more items than we do.
And here's the other tip. So throw it in your dryer with a wet washcloth. Like if, they've been sitting for a while and now they're wrinkly. Throw them in the dryer with a wet washcloth for like 10 minutes. And then pull them out, lay them flat, kind of push over.
And lay everything on top of each other so the
lay
weight
everything
kind of...
And that will help with your wrinkles.
Yep.
Yeah. I use a spray bottle with water. I can't help it. Yeah. I suck at ironing. Me too. I used to iron in the beginning, now just quick steam.
Yeah.
I've started shopping at places that I know the clothes are clean, so I don't have to wash them when I get home. Yep, throw it in the dryer with a damn cloth. Yes. What? Oh my God. I used to be the queen of rehabbing the needed thrift items, but after a while I realized, it's just not worth it.
It's not worth the time, yeah.
It's still like the satisfaction. Yeah, and if it's a great item.
Yeah. Yeah, or if it's
Rehab
something
it.
you enjoy doing, if you enjoy ironing, then by all means, iron
we will
away. I know
send you
people
some
that
stuff.
like buying damaged clothes and taking the time to repair them
And
giving
vintage clothes.
that clothing item a new home and a new life and
The employees at the thrift store drove me nuts by balling up my items into a bag. I started folding them before I checked out, and then they put them in the bag folded. That's a great tip. Or get your employees to just lay them all on top of one another and then roll them into a big, ginormous sausage roll, and then that keeps them from getting wrinkled
Yeah.
on their way home.
Yeah, I usually lay all my stuff flat on the shopping cart while I'm waiting, and then I just lay the whole pile right down on the cash register, and then I'll help flip each one, like fold it over halfway,
And then you
and
just
then the next
roll
one
it
goes, and
all
then the
up.
next one goes. Yeah, and then you pull a bunch off and you put them in a bag. That helps.
How many comps do you look up? Not many.
No,
Not many.
not anymore.
So like today I was listing items that I don't normally list. Some oddball weird stuff. But still, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to scroll through like 2 minutes or less. Unless there's something really particular about it. Like it's really going to potentially bring a lot of money. 2 minutes or less. Like that's top is 2 minutes. I'm not looking stuff up.
Yeah.
People will find your item. If you tell them what it is, people will find it. I'm so picky when they're bagging. Yeah, just sausage roll. But now you're home. You've got them all laid flat. And they're not, like they purposely want to add wrinkles. You're ready to photograph. So how can we be more efficient in our photographing? Mr.
Sort
Photographer.
like items together. And another tip on top of that is if you have a lot of dresses that require lighting to be in a different area to get the whole thing illuminated, sort all the long items like your trench coats and your dresses all together. Do those first.
Or if you have a
or
color.
do those together, right. And
Yeah.
then do when they're all on the mannequin and you got to change your lights to a different area. And that way you're not changing your lights all the time. You're just changing it once or twice
Yeah.
throughout your photography session.
Yeah, so you want to sort your like items together so that you can set your lights up once and just boom, 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 knock out as many of them as quickly as you can. Count your steps. How many steps do you take between picking up the item, putting it on the mannequin, and then putting it wherever you're going to lay it down? Can you move them closer? We have a hospital over the bed table.
Over bed table.
Over the bed.
Over bed table.
Whatever. Over the bed. That we can then move.
Yeah.
And it's then standing height. And so he puts all of the items
Right on that.
right outside the lights so that just grab and go.
And another thing that will help when you're listing, if you do all your photographing first and then when you list, sort all the men's shirts together. Sort all the women's dresses together. Sort all the jeans together. So then when you're listing jeans, 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 and you'll be more efficient because it's a repetitive process.
Yeah. Keep everything close so you don't have to keep walking to.
Yeah.
Yes. Those. We're going to get to the hose clamp. Those extra steps don't seem like a lot. You know, like it's one extra step. But you multiply that one extra step times every item you photograph in a year.
Even in a day.
Yeah, but I did the math. Sure, you're shocked.
She did.
I did the math. You get like an extra 3 days of work by saving 2 steps.
Yeah.
So, you know, it does add up. Those seconds add up. Yes, so now you've got, me do the math, I know.
Yeah, and then do you measure before listings? We used to measure before listings,
No, we don't.
but yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Now I don't.
We used to.
Yeah.
Okay, you said no, we don't.
Oh, I meant now I don't, sorry.
Yeah, now you don't.
No, it's faster for me to do it while I'm going. But, so we're putting it on the mannequin. And what's your great tip for the mannequin? Show us. I made him bring it over so we could show you, in case you missed it.
Is the hose clamp thingy on the end of the mannequin.
So this is the pole that goes up into your mannequin if you have the half form that
The
slides.
full form.
No, it's actually
whatever.
the torso. I
Yep.
think that's what it's called.
And then the mannequin sits right on top of this, and you don't have to tighten it down, and then the mannequin just rotates freely on the top.
She spins easy cheesy.
It's called a hose clamp,
Where do you get it in the Home Depot?
They're usually,
section?
it's actually, you can find it at an automotive store, or you could probably find it in the plumbing section.
And
But
what's it called again?
It's called an adjustable hose clamp.
Okay, so when I go up to the guy at Home Depot, I say I want an adjustable hose clamp. Are there like ones for like 10-inch?
Yeah,
things?
there's big ones and small ones. This one's I think 1.25 inch diameter. It depends on
Okay.
the diameter of your tube. It's about a 1 inch diameter tube, so you want one of those smaller ones.
Okay, and then when you put it on, you just screw it on.
Yep.
It just
Yep,
tightens up.
Yeah, there's a screwdriver.
Yeah, it just tightens up.
Yep.
Super duper easy.
I could do another video on it if anyone.
Did you name your mannequin? Yes. I think you should name your mannequin because at some point you're gonna yell at it, and then you gotta have a name for it.
Do you want to know what my name for the mannequin is?
What's your name for the mannequin?
I can't say because it's friendly.
It's friendly.
This is family.
Oh, it's family friendly. Cause sometimes
Sometimes the clothes just don't fit on her right.
The Wolf of eBay. We're not gonna say that.
Yeah, it's a 1 inch hose clamp. I'll check. This one's got the size on it.
Yeah, it is a 1-inch hose clamp. So yeah, so then that allows your mannequin to spin freely. If you're trying to tighten it up every time, then not only is that wasting time, but those screws will strip. Ask me how I know.
Yeah.
Mine is, a very diligent worker. She never talks about, wow.
Yeah, and the nice thing with this also is we have a men's and women's mannequin, so it allows me just to lift the women's mannequin off of it and then put the men's mannequin right
And
on
they
top of it, and I don't have to mess with any screws.
Yeah, and we only have to have one base then. Mine's name is Fanny in Egypt. I'm not yelling at Nikki. I don't want her standing over me in bed at night. Are you saying you leave the torso on a loose position? Yes. So then we don't have the screw in at all because that stops it from sliding all the way down. No, this screw, but there was a screw on the mannequin.
Oh, yeah, no, I keep it on there, because sometimes the mannequin may kind of be wobbly, so I'll tighten that screw down just enough so it's not wobbly.
But this keeps it from sliding all the way down.
Yep.
Is a Lazy Susan really helpful? You don't need a Lazy Susan if you use this.
Yeah, and this is now attached to the mannequin base. So as opposed to a Lazy Susan which is you'll have to pick it up or whatever.
Yeah.
I find this a little easier.
Yeah, instead of then trying to spin the bottom, which might then involve you having to bend over.
Right.
And all of that, or kick it with your foot, or this. Now it's at standing height, so you just spin her.
And the hose clamp is really cheap. It's like they're like $1.
Yeah.
So
you could try it for $1 and
Right.
see if you'd rather have the Lazy Susan.
Yeah, the Lazy Susan's going to be more expensive, so
yes.
I would probably start with the hose clamp because it's really cheap. So
now, if you have like the Bohemian Sprout just said, if you have a full body mannequin,
this won't work.
Lazy Susan,
Yeah.
for sure, get a Lazy Susan. And if you are concerned about the Lazy Susan not being big enough, they actually make one for TVs. So it holds a little bit more weight and it's a little bit larger. So.
Yeah.
So now we are spinning our mannequin around. I love it when I make him rub his head. And we've done our photographs. When you are basically you use the hose clamp to help keep the mannequin on without screwing in. Yes.
Yes.
Is that so you can easily remove for each outfit change? So the torso stays on, and then you're just pulling stuff off. It's so that you can get the back of it.
And so you can just spin the mannequin around. You don't have to mess with the screw at the bottom.
Yeah. Does the torso stop? Well, when you want it to. Yeah. It's not going past that hose clamp.
Yep.
I have to be very careful with my plus size on the Lazy Susan. Yes. Yeah. See, I told you should have brought it over.
Goodness gracious.
Spinning it around like Kyle. Yes. I'm gonna make him. I told him he should bring it
You
over.
You did.
And give a full demonstration of how
Move it in there.
the mannequin works.
All right. There's the hose clamp.
Yes.
This is Krabby Betty.
Krabby Betty?
She sits right. Oh, my screw got tightened.
Are you?
Okay, and
She just like that? She just drops on.
and then I could just.
Whee!
I could just photograph her.
So we can get the side of the item, we can get the back of the item.
Yeah, I don't have to mess with the screw down here on the bottom at all.
She just spins. We're
And
not
then-
bending over or anything like
And
that.
then if I want to get the men's mannequin, I take the men's mannequin and I just take the men's mannequin and I will drop him on there.
And then he spins
He
just
spins just the
as easily.
Yep.
So yeah, super duper easy.
Yep.
For $1.
For $1. Maybe a little more, maybe they're $1.50, but they're not.
I'd be crappy too if I had to sit on that pole. See? Right? Makes perfect sense. So now you have your pictures. When
Mhm.
you're taking your pictures, you want to then lay them flat again in the order that you took them.
The items.
Yes,
lay
what
them.
did I say?
You just said lay them.
Oh,
so we
sorry.
could have talked about cookies.
Oh, ooh, cookies sound good.
Your items.
So you want to lay your items the way that they're
Mm-hmm.
going to come off the camera. So now when I'm looking for the picture, I'm not having to search for where that picture is. My next listing is going to be the next batch of pictures.
Yep.
So I'm going to do my listings in the exact same order that the
It's
photographs
actually
came off.
reverse, I think.
Yes.
But you'll know, you won't have to search. So.
Yeah. So then I'm going to take his camera and I'm going to put the pictures onto my computer. You want to get your lights set up so that you don't have to edit pictures.
Yeah.
One of the things that we did is whenever we got the lights exactly where we wanted them, we have hardwood floors, but we put a tiny piece of clear tape on the floor.
Masking tape, actually.
Oh.
Clear tape you wouldn't be able to see.
Masking tape, I'm sorry. It's late, what can I say? It's after 8 o'clock. A tiny piece of masking tape on the floor. That's where the
light goes.
light goes.
And I actually took and I drew a little arrow, like which way it had the light facing.
Yeah. And, I mean, it could be peeled up if the Queen of England was going to come and visit us, but she's probably not going to come, so it doesn't bother us. Do you keep your pics when you're done? I keep my pics for about 30 days. Or, no. I keep my pics for about 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I delete. I've never actually gone back to them or had to have them. I've never had any reason to save them, I don't think.
No. When we can't find something.
Oh, yes.
That's
all right, so that, yeah.
We'll get to your rest of your questions.
Hold.
This is an
Time.
important one.
All right. So you're going to ship and you can't find an item because it's not in the inventory location it's supposed to be.
Now, we use bins. We use lettered bins. So this may not
But-
apply to everybody.
Let's say they're numbered A302, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're going in chronological order. If it's not where it's supposed to be, I will look at the day that it was listed, and then every day when he gives me the pictures, I name that folder with the date that he gives them to me. So that's going to correspond to when it was originally listed. And so I'll go back then and say, okay, what else was I listing that day? And then I can generally say, oh, I was listing that, this is a shirt I listed right before it, or this is the shirt I listed right after it.
And this is in this bin.
This is its inventory location, so it's probably with it.
It helps a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, it has saved our butt
Several times.
more times than
Yes.
I'd like to admit.
I
Yes.
use 3 lights. I have 2 umbrellas, and then I have a box.
Mm-hmm.
And I put
They have the big bulbs in them.
Yeah, we bought them off of eBay actually, and the umbrellas I put on either side, and then I have the box basically in the middle,
Yeah.
shooting straight on.
Yeah. Do you ever take pics at night or always during the day?
Take them all times of the day. Most of the time, because of our schedule, I take them during the day, but I've taken them at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you've got enough light, you're fine.
And when I take them during the day, we have our draperies closed, so the only light I'm getting is from our light stands.
So now we are back to listing.
Mhm.
So I've got all the pictures. You've set up the lights so that I don't have to edit them. Are our pictures perfect?
Probably not.
No. And I do
You
have.
should say they're perfect because I took them.
Do you know the temperature of your bulbs? You want to check?
I don't know. They're warm. I'll touch them right now. They're hot. No, we use we have photography bulbs.
Yes.
So I will get those. You just keep talking.
Okay. If it's a really expensive item, I use 6-bit to list, but you could use eBay's photo editing software. I will take the time to edit. If it's an expensive item, if it's a $15 to $20 item, as long as the pictures are clear, if they have a few shadows, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to bang them out.
This is what we use. Oops, a little dusty.
They're old.
They're old.
We don't go through
I
them.
have extras. If you do get the umbrella stands and the softbox,
125 watt.
120
Five-
volt,
oh,
45 watt. These are for use.
Yeah, they're saying 5500K. I don't know what that means. Hold, please. We will open it and see. I just know that they're really big, but yes, keep an extra one on hand because it's not something you're just going to go and grab at the store
I don't know, PV45.
because they're really big. And it's kind of easy to knock one over. And let me tell you, if you knock one over and you have hardwood floors, they shatter.
Yeah. Daylight. Oh, don't use daylight. If you're using regular bulbs, use daylight bulbs.
Daylight bulbs. So yes, so it's worth your time there to get a setup that works so that you don't have to edit those pictures.
And these bulbs are only meant for in the umbrella stands. Don't just put them into like your regular light socket. They probably won't work, so it might be a fire hazard.
Let's not do that. I
Yeah.
think 50 in theory is supposed to be equivalent to daylight. Ah, there you go.
Yeah, get backup bulbs
Yes.
because if you break
Yes.
one, you're down for the day.
Yes, that's
We bought a package of 6 backup bulbs because someone has a tendency to trip over the cords and knock the umbrella stands over.
that's enough heat to grow tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes. Daylight, not soft light. Those are actually yellow. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say if you? Yes, we have 2 umbrellas and a box. We don't have one of those fancy dancy light boxes that you actually put an item in and then is lit.
No.
I bought extra bulbs. Yes, as soon as I got my kit. So now that gosh, we're gonna run out of time. See, we thought we weren't gonna have enough efficiency tips, and now we're gonna run out of
That
time.
was like 5 minutes.
Now we're on to listing. So, if you have sorted your items, now they're all going to come together. You're going to do jeans, because any motion that is repetitive is going to be faster.
Yeah. You get just quicker grabbing the drop downs and
Yes. And if you can do cell similar off of the last one, then part of your item specifics are already going to be filled out. Every click that you don't have to make
it's
is going
a
to
few
save
extra
you.
seconds in your day you're gonna save.
So now that you've done, let's say you've done 10. I like to do 10 at a time. Yeah, fancy dancy, look at us. I like to do 10 at a time. So once you've done 10, if you are listing direct from eBay and you don't have a template that has your mobile friendly HTML in it, okay, so don't click that daggone mobile friendly checker on every listing because seriously, that little blue spinning ball
Takes time.
oh, it drives me nuts. On the 10th one, you're going to click it. And then instead of saying fix it for me, you're going to click where it says show me. You're going to copy that HTML. It's going to pop up in a little box. Copy it, right click it. Then you're going to go to your active listings. You're going to tag all 10 of those listings that you just did. Yeah, hate that little spinny ball. You're going to click all 10 of those. You're going to say edit selected. You're going to click on item description. You're going to add to your item description. You click the HTML link. So there's 2 little links at the top. They're about this nice.
Okay.
Click the HTML. Paste that HTML link then into all of them at the same time. Save it. Go on. It saves time. Then waiting for that blue spinny ball every time.
Hopefully this gets saved on YouTube so everybody who's like, what did she just say? You can rewatch it on YouTube.
When you're doing measurement, do you write down fabric content with details on paper or do you grab the... All right, so I have found for me the fastest way to list an item is to actually be holding that item. Because if I'm writing it on paper and then I'm typing it, that's an extra step so I'm doing that step twice. And I never want to do the same thing twice. So I'm actually holding that item and I've got a tape measure with me. I measure as I'm going. I'm looking at the fabric content tag so that when I'm typing in that fabric content, I always take measurements on the back of the item because if you're going to miss a stain, a pull, something like that, you often miss it on the back. When we're in the thrift store, when we're photographing, you spend more time looking at the front of it, not so much time on the back.
Well, and a lot of time the lighting's just not good in the thrift store.
Yes. This week's notepad almost full. So I always take my measurements on the back. Lay it flat. I've got an extra little table sitting right next to me. Lay it flat, measure it, boom, 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 boom. Pop those in. Advantages of 6-bit, too numerous to count.
They're huge.
It's a matter of I can save my template into above the fold. So when you look at your computer screen, what comes up on your computer screen is called above the fold. Anything you have to scroll down for is below the fold. So my listing is all on my screen. So I'm not scrolling up and down, which saves you time. A lot of my item specifics are already selected. I use custom item specifics for things like measurements. Those are already typed in and ready for me to go. And then 6-bit will auto-populate that information then into my item description so that I'm not having to touch my item descriptions at all. All of that HTML for the mobile friendly is already in my listings. I don't ever mess with that.
And then you also have the link to our store. It's also on there.
Yeah, I've got all of that. It's actually in what's called a description wrapper on 6-bit. So if eBay comes out tomorrow and they're like, you can't have that, I can go into my 6-bit listings and tell them to just remove that description wrapper, and it will pull my listings and pull it out for me in about 30 seconds. So 6-bit's fantastic. We should ask them for an affiliate link.
Right.
Seriously.
We do not get paid by 6-bit. Trust me.
I get no benefit from telling you guys that.
No.
And the fact of the matter is it will make you all faster and then you're more competition. So I should probably tell you not to use it. If you find an unseen flaw while photographing, do you just photo it and make a note or separate pile?
Depends on the item.
Depends on the item. And it depends on when we find the flaw. So if he finds it while he's photographing it and it's under $20, redonate.
Take it off and just move on.
Move on. If it is over $20,
or if I don't know what the item's worth, a lot of times I don't know what the items are worth because it's a women's item and I'm not familiar with a lot of the brands. What I'll do is I'll photograph all of it. I'll photograph the flaw, and then I'll take another photograph with my finger pointing to the flaw. So when you're going back through the photos, you'll see this big finger sticking inside the photograph, and you'll know there's something wrong with that item.
which even if you're just photographing by yourself and you're doing it by yourself, take a picture with your finger in it.
Because you'll probably forget.
Because you're going to forget.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be looking at, why did I take that picture of that? Did that have a flaw? What was I thinking there?
Mm-hmm.
Take a picture with your finger. Do you watch your own listings? Do I add them to my watch list? No. But if it makes it through sorting, washing, photographing, and like I'm all the way down to the measurements, I'm throwing that stinker up at auction because I put too much work into it to just redonate it. So we try to catch them before that. We are going to seriously run out of time.
Mm-hmm.
So last little bit, I'm trying to last little bit. Shipping, make sure you have all your shipping items together and have a marker somewhere in there that says, like, if you've got more than one box of padded flat rates, on one of them you're going to write last box so that when you open up that last box, now you have to order them so that you're never falling behind. When you put in a new ink cartridge on your printer, buy a new one then, because you don't want to wake up and not have printer ink bin there.
Or have an extra on hand.
Yeah, so that you're always having then an extra on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because man, when you
run out of toner or ink at 8 o'clock in the morning when you're shipping and that stuff's got to go out and you know the mailman's going to be here at 11.
It's not a great feeling.
Been there.
Been there.
Been there.
Yes. Or when you pull the last label out and you realize,
and then you got to tape them all down.
Forgot to order labels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you're not using the self-adhesive labels,
buy self-adhesive labels.
Buy self-adhesive labels, because the amount of time it takes you to tape a label on the package, it would probably be cheaper to buy the self-adhesive labels.
Yeah, I did the math on that at one point too.
I know you have. I'm sure you have.
On the paper and the tape.
Mhm.
It's not, it's like a fraction of a penny.
But order labels online. Don't go to like
'Cause
Staples, because they're like $300 or something like that. You can get them
Yes.
online for a lot less.
You know you're a reseller when your family buys you ink cartridges for Christmas and you love it, right? My
Right.
stocking has been full of packing tape for years and I love it. Yeah, the person that I order from on eBay is 3RB. It's spelled out THREERB. I've ordered my labels from them. That's where we get all
Forever.
of our shipping supplies.
Not,
Direct on eBay.
not sponsored by them.
Totally not sponsored. I get nothing. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. So
Or a Dino with the self-adhesive
yes,
labels. Yeah.
yeah. Get a Dymo. We don't use a Dymo, but that's for different reasons. Yes. Labels stuck in snow because, oh gosh. Packing tape is my love language, yes. Me too. Yeah, a 3RB. I think most of us that have been around for a long time all order from 3RB. At some point, we all did the math and they were the cheapest, and so they're good. They ship on time. It's
They
quality
ship
stuff.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to use self-adhesive, but just got nervous. You know what? I've heard that people get nervous that rain will make them bleed or the humidity will pull them off. I'll just tell you, I've probably shipped 50,000 packages with self-adhesive labels. I've never had a problem with
Yeah.
one. So my employer paid $100 for labels. Oh my gosh! Yes, $20 on eBay. USPS gives you free self-adhesive clear envelopes. Yes, so you could put it in there. And if you are new, change your settings so you don't print the receipt. Yes, absolutely. Did you even know that there's a receipt?
For what?
On eBay, when you do print a label, if you don't turn it off, it actually prints on both sides. So then you lose your second label.
You have it turned off, so I've never seen it.
I do.
I did not know there was a receipt.
Yeah.
Maybe we want those receipts.
No. We don't. Trust me.
Tax purposes.
We don't. We don't want it. Yeah, so make sure that you have that turned off.
Okay. I will. And that's it. I have nothing else to say.
You have nothing else to say?
Nope.
You have no other efficiency tips?
I don't think so.
I feel like that was a lot.
You kind of just went, bleh.
Right?
Everyone's like, someone was in there like, I'm so confused right now.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so this is the deal. We're not going to save this. You don't have 24 hours to watch this. We're going to try and save it to YouTube. It may or may not work, so this may be the only time you ever will be able to see this. We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry if it
We
doesn't
apologize in advance.
save. If it saves, though, hi, YouTube.
If it saves, hello YouTube, hello everybody.
Yeah, we'll
Hope
see.
you enjoy it.
Do you sell boutique on Posh? I have in the past. I don't have any boutique items up right now. Yeah, YouTube. Yes, it should save to the camera roll. That's what we're told. It's supposed to save to the camera roll. I'm supposed to then be able to put it on my computer and then upload to YouTube. Supposed to. That's like 3.
So there's 3 things that can go wrong.
So, wish us luck. But I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yep. We'll be back on Monday morning.
We will be back on Monday morning as always. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
On
Instagram Live. It will be saved on Instagram.
for 24 hours.
Yes. Can you make an Instagram post on how to make it mobile friendly? Yes, I can do that for sure. So yes, Monday through Friday. Monday we set our goals. Wednesday we do a giveaway. Come hang out with us then, or watch it here on the Instagram. On the Instagram.
The Instagram.
The Instagram. Have a
All
great
right,
night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.